Hey everyone, and welcome back to Woo Woo Wednesday, where I share my intuitive insight and weekly wisdom with you through the use of oracle cards. I'm Brittany Carmichael, the founder of Shine School and the Shine from the Inside Oracle, and I am back from Hair Love Retreat and ready to give you guys all the sparkle magic. I am so grateful to be joining you guys this week. We just had a new moon in Virgo, so we're gonna be diving into that, and we're gonna be pulling cards from not only my Shine from the Inside Oracle, but whoa, cat, drum roll please. I just got a brand new deck from my friend Vix. You may know her on Instagram at New Age Hipster 333. She just created this gorgeous oracle deck called Angels Among Us, and this is all about taking the wisdom of the angels and bringing it to the streets so that it makes it more practical and tangible and relatable. So I'm going to be pulling cards from both decks today. We'll be diving into a little bit of this new moon and Virgo energy, but before we do, I just want to take a moment to say hello to everyone who's watching. Let me know if you're live. Say hello in the chat. Drop in where you are watching from. Cheryl, it's so good to see you, goddess. Oh man. So speaking of goddess, y'all, I just got back from Hair Love Retreat, and it was basically like my goddess retreats meet a hair show. And it was like the best of both worlds for my Libra soul. I got to heal, I got to help facilitate spiritual growth and self-love and teaching people the wisdom of the 7 or above rule. And I got to learn from some of the greatest educators in the industry and actually make friends with them. So it was such a cool manifestation moment for me to be able to speak as a keynote speaker at Hair Love Retreat and to connect with so many other amazing, magical woo-woo hairdressers. So 2 things that this did for me. 1, it fucking brought me back. Y'all, this has been a weird year for me with my dad passing and my business changing and shifting and growing, my salon, I'm letting go. Like all these things are changing in my life. So my creativity has just been kind of like, meh. I'm just like here trying to heal, trying to get through the grief. So 1, it reinvigorated me. It brought me back. It got my soul excited. And 2, it made me realize that hairdressers are my thing, man. Like I tried to deny being a hairdresser for so long. When I came online, I wanted to be a woo-woo empowerment coach, a self-love coach. I didn't want to be known as a hairdresser. I thought that took away from the message that I had to share. But what I now know is that it actually gives me credibility to stand on. So I'm not just some crazy woo-woo whack from, you know, the woods. I actually do know what I'm talking about because I've worked in the industry for so long, listening to how women think and feel about themselves. And so that taught me what it took to create a self-love and self-discovery program. And now it's interesting, the universe is always mirroring back to you what it is that you need, where you're meant to go, what you're supposed to teach, what you're supposed to learn. And I've kind of surrendered lately and was just like, I don't know, whatever you want me to teach, like just bring it to me. And I can't tell you time and time again, the universe has brought me for my coaching program, hairdressers. I'm like, how did these hairdressers even know? Like, how do they know? But what I came to realize in teaching at Hair Love Retreat is that there are a lot of hairdressers out there who do know about my work and are interested in waking up and taking care of themselves. The common message that I heard amongst the crew, right, is that they are over-serving, over-giving, they're working with people they don't want to be working with, they're not charging enough, and they're definitely not taking care of themselves. They're not prioritizing self-care, and they're beating themselves up on the inside. So self-love is at an all-time low. And if we look at the statistics, 94% of women over the age of 14 say that they lack confidence. So it's not just hairdressers. Everyone can relate to this message. But I'm all pumped up about being with my community and being around people that, you know, how many of you have a hairdresser that you love? If you're not a hairdresser, how many of you have a hairdresser you love? Think about it. You have that person in your life that you're so excited to look forward to. You trust them, you tell them everything. And if you don't have that person, then you're with the wrong hairdresser. Maybe you guys need to come to Texas, but before January, because I'm quitting, y'all. All right, so I wanna know, like, do you feel that way? Do you feel like you struggle with self-love? You're overgiving, you're overworking, you're maybe not charging enough in whatever industry you're in. This is a message for you. You've got to make it a priority to carve out sacred time on your calendar to be able to commit to those self-care rituals. Because the first lesson in Shine School, if it ain't scheduled, it ain't happening. And we have to prioritize and commit to creating that self-care and that space in our calendar for us. We block it off for other people, all the things. Yes, I'll come to your thing, but I don't want to be there. Like, we do all this stuff. And I kept asking the universe, what do you want me to teach? What am I supposed to share? And it was very obvious. Again, the universe is always mirroring back to you what it is that you're meant to learn, teach, notice. And so I just put it out there. What would you like me to teach? And boom, one of my friends sat down next to me and she said, you wanna know the most valuable thing I ever learned from you? I was like, yes, I'm listening. She said 7 or above. And then Sophia, who just joined, comes up not even 10 minutes later and she shows me the back of her phone and she says, look, I have your 7 or above sticker on the back of my phone. I always think of, I always keep that in mind. And that was it. That was enough confirmation from the universe. So I have a question for you. What is the universe mirroring back to you that maybe you're just laughing about? Because the first time, when the first person told me 7 and above, I just laughed. I was like, oh my God, no way, that was it? How funny, haha, cool, maybe I should teach that. But when it hit me again within 10 minutes, it was like, whoa, no, there's something here. And I just keep getting messages from all of you beautiful babes that were at Hair Love Retreat saying 7 or above is definitely a new game changer for me. So Chris and I have been talking a lot about that this week, and we did an entire podcast on 1, our Hair Love Retreat experience, and 2, the 7 or above rule, and how you can apply that in your life to make sure that you're living in alignment with what feels good for you. So on Friday, be sure to be on the lookout for our new episode on the podcast where we're sharing all about our 7 or above. Hello, Miss Jess. It's so good to see you. So, all right, I'm gonna pull some cards, but while I'm pulling, let's talk about this new moon in Virgo. I'm gonna put the angel cards off to the side and we'll pull those at the end. But let's talk about Virgo. Virgos. End of sentence. No, I'm just kidding. So Virgo is all about grounding your energy. It's an earth sign. So this is about really rooting yourself into this new existence that you want to create. We just had a new moon, so it's about creating a new chapter. What is happening in September is that we're shaking off all the old fear, all the old doubts, all the old ways of being, the old habits, the actions, and the fears that have stopped us from really embodying who we really are, stepping into our full power, and not being afraid to shine. When Libra season comes around, it's going to be one of those moments for us to really open up and receive. So the work that we do here in September is really planting the seeds and rooting down into who it is. This cat, I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's up on the freaking shelf over here. He's a mess. So we're gonna be rooting down into what feels good for us. So pay attention. This is a moment of, are you gonna fall back into old patterns, or are you gonna shift into that new evolved version of yourself? So be mindful and aware of your thoughts and the patterns that come up. So if things are changing and shifting and you get triggered by something, instead of falling back, Noodles, stop. Instead of falling back into old patterns, it's so important for you to stand firm in your integrity and your belief system as of right now, you're 7 or above, and have the courage to voice those boundaries and say, no, that does not align with me anymore, or yes, this feels good, let's move forward. So it's really important that you don't fall back into old patterns during this Virgo season, and really get clear on who it is that you want to become and start embodying that now. Oh man, y'all, I think I picked the worst time to do Wednesday today because Noodles' food goes off in about 40 minutes and he goes on a whole hour rampage of, give me my food, I'm so hungry. So you guys will probably hear him in the background being crazy. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Elizabeth. So good to see you guys. All right, okay, 2 cards are popping off at me. 1 more card for this new moon in Virgo. So what were your new moon intentions this week? Go ahead and drop them in the comments below. Let's manifest them. I just went to lunch with my girlfriend today and she's like, I just put an offer in the house, but I'm not even sure I'm gonna get it. Other people offered more money, yada, yada, yada. And boom, she texted me after lunch. She said, we just got approved. We got the house, we're homeowners. So you guys don't even realize how freaking powerful and potent this time of manifestation is. So we have to be very mindful of the words that we're using, the stories that we're telling ourselves, and we have to be open to receive the miracles. The mantra that I've been using as of late is show me the magic. I kind of feel like Jerry Maguire, show me the money, which is fine. I like the money, but I like the magic even more. So my message has been show me the magic, show me the magic. And it's so interesting when you allow yourself that freedom to receive what comes up in ways that your logical brain would have never dreamed up that to bring you the desire that you've been asking for. I'm starting my own business this week. Yes, Cheryl, sparkle magic to you. I bet that feels so good. I want to know more about it. Ooh, cards are flying. Oh, that's so amazing. Congratulations. How many of you like say that's me in the comments if you have your own job? If you run your own business and you do your thing, you're following your passion, let me know if that's you. Let me hear from you if you are like on the fence, like I'm still working for like corporate or someone else, but I really want to. I have this drive. I know there's this thing. I don't know what it is, but I know I want to own my own business. Let me know if that's you by saying I want to. Sophia says, that's me. I absolutely love helping female entrepreneurs step into a more evolved, expanded version of themselves, because when you have a dream, you usually have fear attached to it. And that's what I love helping coach women through, is breaking down those walls, letting go of those limitations and fears and saying, I deserve this. I was made for this. Show me the magic. All right, so I'm gonna pull these cards and see what comes up for this week. Holy moly, ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. This has been a very, very hot topic of conversation in my world lately with the clients that I'm working with. And even when it comes to manifestation, we cannot do this alone. We are all here to contribute our sparkle magic, and we are not meant to carry the entire load and the entire empire on our own. Oh my gosh, my phone's about to die. No, shit. I charged everything but my damn phone. So I'll make this quick for you guys. Instagram, do not hold back from asking for help. You actually give a gift to someone else by saying, hey, I need what you have. And then when you can both put your gifts together, you guys can manifest even faster. The next card that comes up is turn criticism into kindness. You guys, wow, this starts with ourselves. We have to stop beating ourselves up. We have to stop being so hard on ourselves. We have to start saying, I am worthy. I do deserve this. I am here for a reason. I am making a difference. And when we can stop criticizing ourselves, we automatically have compassion and understanding and empathy for others. So we don't judge them, we understand them, and we empathize, and we say, wow, I understand where you're coming from. And you don't get caught up in that, in the feeling. So someone asked me, and I feel like I need to share this. Someone asked me one time, what's the difference between witnessing and awareness and if you're judging someone? So my answer is, if you are energetically and emotionally moved by the awareness, like if you see someone smoking a cigarette and things trigger and emotions go off like, oh my God, I can't believe you do that, that's so gross. That's clearly a judgment. If you can look at someone smoking a cigarette, and this is like just a random example, y'all, I don't care what you do. If you can look at someone who's smoking a cigarette and be like, okay, cool, that's like your thing, and you're not emotionally moved, it doesn't bring up like mom trauma or shit that you used to overcome, then that's when you know it's just awareness. So I hope that clarity resonates with you guys. I just felt like I needed to share that. Keep positive thoughts, calling in abundance. I want to. Okay, for those of you that want to start your own business, now's the time to start asking yourself, what would that look like? And who do I need to ask for help to get me there? Noodles, are you kidding me right now? I always think, you know, I'm always reframing to the positive, like you guys just said, reframe to the positive. This cat, I keep telling him every time I get off a live, I'm like, thank you for teaching me how to stay focused in my channeling while you're throwing a crazy chaos fit over here. Look at me, he keeps knocking my drink down. Like, what? Get out of here, cat. What are you doing? So I always thank him for teaching me to be a better channel to stay focused, y'all. All right, and it's been 2 weeks. I've been gone, haven't done woo-woo, so he's probably like, oh, card kit. Chris calls him the card kitty, because every time I pull out my cards, he's there for the magic. All right, last card for you guys from the Shine deck is practice feng shui, create a sacred space. So this was something that I was asking you guys in the beginning, like if you're not carving out sacred space in your calendar and following up with going into that sacred space in the physical, it's gonna be really hard to find your sense of peace in a world full of chaos. So to start your day off in a grounded, centered way is, oh gosh, it's gonna give you so much more compassion and empathy when people are being crazy. The other thing that I recently coached someone through is they were saying, I don't have any energy, I don't even wanna do the dishes anymore. I'm like, okay, but if you did the dishes, it would give you the feeling of security and less stress, because when we have clutter in our house, when we have physical clutter in our environment, it puts this like sense of like, oh, well, it's not finished, it's not clean, there's shit in my space. So it's so important right now for anyone who feels like their external environment is cluttery and not like chaotic, this is gonna be an important time for you to kind of comb through and say like, does this feel good? When you walk into your bedroom, are you excited? Are you feeling sensual? Do you feel restful? Or do you feel like, oh my God, there's clothes all over the chair. I feel so stressed out when I come in here. I don't wanna have sex because like, this is just a mess. be mindful of the environment that you put yourself in, because the environment shapes the way that we grow and how fast we grow. Think about if you were a flower. We need light, we need water, we need some shade. We need the right environment. And if any one of those things gets knocked off kilter, dead. The plant is dead. Luckily, us as humans, we just suffer and we don't always die. You know what I'm saying? Like some of us suffer to that point, but not to be dramatic. This is just saying, take a look at your environment. Usually if you have a mental clutter, if you have a lot of clutter in your mental activity, you're gonna see a lot of clutter in your physical expression in the external world. So pay attention to what your external world looks like, and if you're not happy, if it's not providing peace, then go inside and start to clean up some of the environment inwards by eliminating some of the negative self-talk, creating space within your body to just feel instead of pushing and repressing your emotions down. Most importantly, go buy some plants, light some incense, light some candles, you know, like change up the colors, paint the walls, do something to make it fresh and inviting. All right, y'all, I'm gonna pull, before this phone dies, I appreciate you guys hanging in here. I'm gonna pull a card from this brand new deck from my friend Vix. It's called Angels Among Us. This is all about, you know, taking that sage old wise advice that has rung true for centuries and making it more fun and practical. So I just wanna show you like hot pink box, the blue, it's super, super cute. All, like honestly, love the hot pink edges. You guys know I'm a sucker for color. And what I love about this deck is it is so fun. Like honestly, the angels on here are represented in such a fun way that they're sexy and cool and relatable. And I don't know, I'd like to date some of them, honestly. I'm like, oh hey, take me out for tea. So this is a really, really cool deck. And it also comes with a beautiful guidebook. I really love the design of the guidebook. It's simple, it's clean, but there's just like fun little details and touches on it. Like if you guys have ever looked at my Shine from the Inside deck, I went freaking ham. I went crazy. I added so many symbols and pictures and lines and colors, and I went for it. And I love that they have also done like the fun little touches and details. So I'm gonna pull one card from the Angels Among Us, and I'm gonna read from the guidebook since this is a brand new deck for me. I just got it yesterday and I knew this was the perfect timing. I haven't been on woo woo in a minute. So let's see what our Angels Among Us message is for this week. What will you have us know? And remember, we're leaving behind the past. We are really grounding into a new future, and it's gonna feel weird because we're creating a future that's never been created before. So us light workers are here to create something that doesn't have a blueprint, so it seems scary. We're looking outside of ourselves for validation and confirmation, but the truth is you already know, you already know the answers within you. You just have to trust. Okay, 2 cards are falling out at me, so we're just gonna roll with that. The first one that flipped out was Hathor. I'm gonna show you guys this card really quick. Boom, boom. And the key words on it are celebration, rejuvenation, and gratitude. What a powerful message, because this is really what I'm finding, is that so many of you are already living the life that you're dreaming of. You're just lacking in the gratitude expression for the appreciation of what you already have. When you make that connection and realization that, hey, I am living the life I've always dreamed of, you can offer, 1, you get excited, which is the celebration. 2, you feel rejuvenated, like, oh man, it really is working. I really do have a beautiful life. And 3, that gratitude really solidifies making more. To appreciate means to make more. So, oh look, number 33, angel number 33. So let's see what the guidebook says for this. Oh no, my Instagram just died. I feel so bad. Oh, I tried. All right, number 33. It says, celebrate yourself, acknowledge your successes, and live each day in gratitude for all you have and all you are. This is an ancient Egyptian sky goddess who is usually depicted as a woman with her head or ears of a cow. She is uplifting and a loving mother goddess who is associated with women, women's health, love, fertility, the heart, the planet Venus, music, dance, joy, rebirth, rejuvenation, and feminine expression. She is the consort of Horus. When Hathor appears, it is time to celebrate life and all of its gifts. So I want to hear from you. What is the thing you are celebrating that you're grateful for, that you're like, you know what, this really is going good in my life? Drop that in the comments below so that we can all celebrate you. And then the next card that popped out at me, I mean, Thoth was coming for me. So Thoth, if you guys have ever heard of this ancient Egyptian god, whoo, I mean, I have the Thoth Tarot from Crowley. I mean, it's some good stuff. It says wisdom, time, writing, Akashic records. And so Thoth's message to you is you have the power to write your own future. Do so with wisdom. Ooh, I feel like this is exactly what we've been talking about, is we're shaking away all the old fear and all the old beliefs. And now this is the opportunity to rewrite the life chapter that you, like, create a future that you've always been dreaming of without the fear. It says Thoth is an ancient Egyptian god of wisdom, time, and writing. He's usually depicted as a man with the head of an abyss or sometimes a baboon. Thoth is the scribe of the Akashic records, which hold all the information about every single moment of your lives, past, present, and future. You can ask Thoth to take you into the records to gain deeper insight to who you are, your life choices, your purpose, your path, and your past lives. Thoth can also help you rewrite your records, helping you to choose the change and the course of your destiny. So this is it, man. This is your call and your reminder that you are a co-creator of your life. You do get to have a say. You don't have to live in the same patterns of pain that you've experienced in the past. Those were to teach you the wisdom so that you could overcome it and learn the lesson. I hope that this message from the angels is a great reminder that you really are living a beautiful, abundant life. We just have to shift our perspective to be more grateful, to be more receptive, and to be more responsible for taking control and charge of the destiny and direction that we're going. Whew. All right, y'all. I absolutely loved being back here on Woo Woo Wednesday. I've missed you for the last couple weeks, but I have to tell you, it was everything my soul needed to be able to heal, to integrate, and to find that new chapter of inspiration so that I can show up and serve you guys. So I can tell you this, 2 things that Chris and I are working on that we put on pause for a while, but we're ready and pumped and actually gonna work on it right after I get off Woo Woo. So 1, couples retreat is going down. 2, I'm working on my hairstylist course, and hey, here's the 3rd extra one. My coaching program, I am going to open up more spots as I just feel like the universe keeps bringing me these souls that, like, I wanna work with you, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm like taking time for myself, but I put it out to the universe, I'm ready to receive. And so if you've been wanting to work with me, whether that's a 1-hour tarot reading or my 90-day coaching intensive, I'm ready for you. So I appreciate y'all's support and love through my own transition, my rejuvenation, me finding my voice and soul and purpose and passion and mission again. I mean, I know we're all doing it, but sometimes we just get disconnected. And so hopefully me sharing that shows you that it's okay to kind of sit down and fall off the bandwagon for a minute and say, you know what, I've rested, I've rejuvenated, and I'm ready to go. So give yourself permission to rest if you're not feeling it. And then when you have that jolt of energy, when you have that reinvigorating moment, it's time to take action. So root yourself into what dreams and what life you really want to live, let go of the fear, and trust that it is possible for you. If you know a soul sister who would love this message, please tag them below, share the video, whatever you've got to do to spread the good message and the vibe. I love you guys so much, and be on the lookout for Friday's podcast. We're gonna be sharing all about the 7 or above and how to radically transform your life and cut out the toxicity. And I will see you guys next week. Peace.